This is a personal, vulnerable, and intimate share for me. I want to share with you my personal journey in the last 24 hours. So, I had a motorbike accident last night. You can see, actually, here's my legs. So, I got hit by another motorbike. I fell to the ground with my scooter. I couldn't get up. People came to help me to the road. I sat there for a while, bleeding and bruising, until my partner came to take me to the hospital. And at the hospital, I was given treatment and having my wounds dressed, having doctor's examination, and all of that. And I didn't get home until midnight. That's why I look so tired and exhausted right now. Um, but there's something really interesting I want to share. Um, this morning, I woke up and feeling really tired and exhausted. And I called my partner and I even cried. I was feeling really shocked and really upset about everything that it had happened, how much pain I was in, and just the ridiculous nature of it. And then I went to the bathroom and sat on the toilet and started writing in my journal. It's the one practice that I do consistently every day, writing in my journal, in my morning pages. And as I started writing, something miraculous happened. It was as if my pen had a life of its own, and it was writing things that was not what I could imagine coming out of my own head. This was, this goes beyond a morning page practice where I was just offloading thoughts in my head. It was as if my pen was an instrument or a vessel or a channel that downloads information from a future version of me, from a higher dimension, from a more knowing and more intelligent aspect of myself into this moment. So it's not like I was reading someone else's book or watching a video or a webinar from someone else or listen to someone else's teaching, but I was actually writing all of this for myself. There was this immediate and personal nature of what I was receiving. And I was so surprised, like this is my journal. And I like these things just came out of my pen without mediation or intervention or controlling on the part of my mind. And I started writing. I am really grateful that I am well and my body is healing, that only wounds on the surface and soft tissue injury and nothing serious. When I zoom out and look at the big picture, things are already getting better and improving, and I know I'll be getting better very soon. I was very well taken care of by my partner and the nurse and the doctor at the clinic. My body is healing well. And I'm so grateful to feel this happy and positive about my life right now, even in this moment. And as my pen was writing that, tears were streaming down my face. Like I felt that in my body. I was like, this makes no sense. This was not logical. Literally an hour ago, I was in bed on the call with my partner, feeling really upset and angry that this had happened. And then I was there with my pen, and then I wrote, I'm so grateful to feel this happy and positive about my life right now. Even in this moment, I am truly grateful that I am alive and well, and I already know that I am creative and powerful, that God is with me, and I trust that everything will be sorted. And as these words flowed out of my pen, I felt this energy coming through me, this energy of love, of kindness, of intelligence, of deep wisdom washing through me, enveloping me. And I don't know how to explain it, but I really felt that I will be well. And it was all perfect. And I wrote, I'm not pleased about the accident and I wish it had not happened, of course, but I feel resourced and supported by God and by others around me to move through this. And the more I wrote, the more surprised I was. And I went on writing. I let go of all judgments about myself around this accident and how I could have done better. I let it all go and I breathe in the grace of God. I allow myself to receive God's grace and love for me. And God loves me even here and now in this situation. After this accident, His love has reached me and touched me. And I feel truly held and lifted by the love around me in my life. I am not alone. I am so loved. And this truly took me by surprise. If you knew my story, 4 years ago, I had a motorbike accident here in Bali and I was taken to the hospital as well. And that accident really shook me up because I was like, why did this happen? Like, was I forsaken by God? Was I abandoned? Was I a lesser child? Was God not looking after me? What have I done wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Like, I started really questioning the benevolent nature of life and of the universe. 4 years later, I had an accident again last night. And to my surprise and awe and wonder, my pen was writing all of these beautiful words and sentences that were just, it's not just about the words or the sentences, it's the message and the energy that they were coming from that completely moved me to tears. And I was like, oh my God, this is the shift that I did not even know to ask for. This is the profound shift that I could not even imagine happening for me. And then I went on to write, I am so loved, I'm so supportive, I'm so cared for. I am so protected by my angels and my light team and God. And this is the complete opposite to my reaction 4 years ago because I felt completely abandoned at the time. And that took me over a year to heal from that accident. And today, my pen was somehow writing and channeling this beautiful wisdom where I could see I am so loved and I just didn't see it. I didn't let myself see it or receive it. I didn't let it in. And I realized my whole life I am so loved in so many ways, in so many different areas. And I trust in the universe's love for me. And as I was writing all of this, it was like the floodgate was open. Everything was coming through. And I was in tears and I was washed. It's like, okay, I have these physical wounds on my leg and on my arm, but my soul, my heart has a wound as well. It had a wound, the wound of not being loved, not being cared for, being forsaken, being abandoned by God, by life, by the universe. And these sentences, these passages that came out of my pen, they were the cleansing liquids. They were the cleansing substance, the antiseptic that cleanses my soul of these contamination and debris that I did not even know was there. And by the time I finished writing 2.5 pages, I felt like a completely different person. And I was completely like flabbergasted and in awe. Like I was healed by my own writing, by what came through my pen. And I reflect on how grateful I am to have writing as a practice that I can lean on day in, day out, every day. That for me, writing is not just something I do for fun. It goes far beyond being a source of or an avenue for creative expression. Writing is a spiritual practice. It's an energy practice. It's a practice to help uplift me to a higher vibration, a higher strata, a higher dimension, a more knowing, more informed, more connected version of myself, a version of myself that is more plugged in to divine universal intelligence. And this is what I have been teaching all these years. So I've been teaching writing and helping people with writing their books for the past 6 years. And today I am in awe again by the power of writing. As I said, it is the healing balm. It is the fuel. It is that which pulls me forward toward this future that I did not even dream for myself. That a version of reality, a version of myself, a version that I could not even imagine existed. And this is what I love to share with you. Like the medicine for your soul is so near. It's so close. It's so immediate, so immediately available to you. This is what I have seen time and time and time again, like with my clients, with my participants in the writing circles. Like the things that touch us and move us the most are the things actually came out of our pen. It's the wisdom that we receive from a higher version of ourselves to ourselves. It's not something that I say to you. It's not something that you read in a book or watch in a video. It's actually the medicine from your soul to yourself. And that is the most impactful, most effective, most touching. It's the medicine that you need. You are the medicine woman or the medicine man. And writing is that tool for you to access that medicine that is always there and available to you. This is what I want to share with others. Like, write. You have this tool available to you. It costs you nothing. And you get to access this profound level of wisdom. Like for me today, it was like, oh my God, this profound shift. But I have been writing for a long time. I didn't just like, okay, today I'm gonna take my journal and my pen, and because I was so upset with the accident, so I'm gonna start writing. I've been doing this day in, day out. This is my spiritual and energy and creative practice. And I love sharing this with others. I love sharing this with you. And I want to share with you that I have a 4-week immersion coming up precisely about this, exactly about this. It's called Writing as an Erotic Practice. It's a 4-week immersion to channel your passion and turn on into a soul calling book. And I know that the name, an erotic practice, can be quite misleading. People may think, well, I'm not here to write, 50 Shades of Grey. And I'm like, great, I am not either. I have not written anything in that genre in my life. And that's not what I mean by erotic. Erotic energy is your creative life force energy. It's the energy that animates you, that unwinds and unravels and pulses through you and undulates through you. It is precisely the energy that has cuts and wounds heal. It is precisely the energy that has the sun rise and the moon set and the stars come out and the seed sprout and the fruit ripen. It is the energy that creates universes, and also it is the energy that always expands. It wants to expand. It wants to seek greater expressions and more coherent expressions of itself. It is this energy that has driven the pen in my hand, that had me write these passages of deep healing and wisdom that no mental figuring out and gymnastics could do. That is the erotic energy that I'm talking about. And my immersion coming up is all about helping us tap into that energy, to use writing as a practice to awaken this creative life force energy, to awaken this sense of aliveness and turn on in your life so that you can channel it into a creation of your choice. In this case, your book. And also in the writing, in the process, in the practice of writing, you get to tap into this energy. It's like a figure eight. It goes both ways. When you write, you tap into energy. And as you tap into this energy, your writing practice becomes so much more elevated. You just gotta do it to experience it. This is what I see again and again and again in the participants in my writing circle. Like, this person came in from week 1. After 4 weeks, in week 4, they were not the same person. They were so grounded and anchored and centered within themselves. Like, their voice is louder and deeper. It's like their voice came from a much deeper place within themselves. And me, the person who sat down writing these pages, was not the same. The person who came out after writing these 2.5 pages is a completely different person. I came out becoming a person who trusts, who knows, who believes in the benevolence and the kindness of the universe and the perfection. I am no longer the person who questions and torments myself endlessly about what was wrong with me that had me attract this event into my life. That was my wounding, and writing really helped me clear and cleanse that wounding. So whatever your wounding is, whatever you would love to share and create with the world, I feel that there is this other version of you that is waiting for you beyond the pages. It's like he or she is there calling to you, but you can't see that from here. You have to write first. Like, your writing is the bridge that takes you to that future higher version of you. It is a tool to birth this new version of you into being. And this is exactly what my 4-week immersion is all about. It is not about writing techniques. It is about mastery of energy. It is about how you can master channeling and directing this creative energy in a way that you can harness your passion and your desire and your aliveness and turn on for life, and redirect it away from the things that annoyed you and frustrate you and upset you, and channel and direct it intentionally and powerfully toward your book, what you love to write, and toward creating this new version of yourself. And it's going to be so juicy and so fun. We're going to talk about structure as well. I'll leave a link somewhere below that you can check out. We are starting next Tuesday. And I mean, I feel like I've just received this amazing, powerful transmission that really helped clarify for me why this work is so important. And it's immediate, it's relevant, it's personal, it's here, it's ready for you, and you can tap into it. You just need you need a notebook and a pen and a structure and a container that holds you. And it will be even greater if you have someone who's done it, who has, I don't call myself that I have mastered it, but I've been in it long enough and I've guided many people enough to know how to guide people through this process. So anyway, this is my invitation to join me. I will see you soon.